every title under the sun. They've won $20 million between them. But what happens when 12 of the biggest poker egos collide?
Go!
Don't say that to me.
Because I discussed it with you.
Please don't single me out for your rules, okay?
I need a win like a dead man needs a coffee.
I cry too much when I lose. You cross boundaries, that's much worse.
It's time to take Roland out.
If you're listening, baby, I'm going home tomorrow. You can finish the show yourself. I don't give a flying fuck. I want my money. I want to take my rest of my money.
And then they gave me this frickin' hand right away.
What the fuck is going on, man? Here, you give your speech. I know all the rules.
It's a shame I can't show these suckers that I have the frickin' nuts one more time.
What? Oh, yeah. No! I think the both should be at home or playing in a sandpit somewhere. I don't give a fuck what you want. I don't care. Disqualify me then, I don't care.
Hellmuth is a donkey. I will crush him.
You know, if you carry on like this, they're going to make you play in a straitjacket. You know that, don't you? You're going to have to push your chips in with that big head of yours.
Don't do this to me.
Tony, you've tried to double up the most dangerous player on the table with that
You
piece of
think
shite.
you're the most dangerous. I think I can play you if you have even chips.
You must be the worst player I've ever seen, you prick.
I need to knock you out.
Why don't you fuck off with that camera?
12 of the best from around the globe, and I mean the big koanas, all here to back up their bluster. It's a league format, so each player will have multiple chances to test their mettle, and there'll be no crying over spilt tickets. Let's have a look at how this tournament works. Every Premier League match awards 20 points and $20,000 in prize money. First place gets the big 8. Second gets 6, and it's 3-2-1 from there. Sixth place, no points, no money. If two players are level on points at the end of the season, the player with the most wins will be ahead by virtue of tiebreakers. Everyone's got their eye on that final table. The 12-game regular season will bring the top 4 in the league standings straight there. The final 2 seats will be the winners of the playoff matches, heads up between 5th and 8th and 6th and 7th, while the bottom 4 in the league standings straight to relegation. Our season is underway, and the first game couldn't be more fruity.
In Texas Hold'em, I think I am the best in the world in tournament Hold'em. It's not even close.
Being aggressive, abusing players, it's a lot of fun. I want to win.
For me, who I'm trying to defeat is myself. You know, there's an old Buddhist saying, better to conquer your own mind than conquer 1,000 men in battle.
I'm expecting to win it. I'm not expecting to get out first, though.
This is my chance, because this tournament is so hard. I play against very good players, best player on the world. I try to win.
I like to play the best. I mean, it's always the Muppets that knock me out, the guys who can't really play the game, you know.
They've won the biggest prizes in poker between them, but in order to prove they're the best here, they'll have to face the ultimate challenge, each other. Not a card yet dealt, and already the game is on.
Phil, this Phil, right? It's for you, right, more than anybody. If a player shows his cards to another player, I'm going to deem the hand dead.
Right. Why would you say that the rules for me?
Because we were discussing.
I haven't said a word in like 10 minutes. Why you come at me? Have I ever shown a hand in the history of poker you know of?
Not you showing the hand. It was.
Well, then don't say that to me.
Because I discussed it with you.
Please don't single me out for your rules, okay? Single somebody else out, okay?
I thought you were going to say something about the greatest Hold'em player of all time.
Why you want to do that, Marty? I mean, why? I've shut up to you. You asked me to shut up.
You asked me about the rule. You're the only one who asked me about the rule.
So what the hell's going on here? So you got to single me out for this? I mean, what
do you ask me about?
You are picking on him.
Why you come at me? Have I ever exposed a hand?
Don't pick on
No, you haven't exposed it in case anybody exposed
Phil.
What the hell? You asked me to be quiet. I gave you respect, and now you come at me.
Come on,
give me respect.
I'm giving you respect. I'm doing that.
Come on.
What the hell's going on here?
Okay.
They told me I couldn't.
All right, come on, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it.
I mean, I came to play poker.
So much for using your
Okay, listen.
Well, it's not right.
It isn't right.
I still love you, Marty.
We still love you. We still love you.
Okay, bad language and abuse to my dealers.
What the fuck is going on, man? Here, you give your speech. I know all the rules.
The temperature's already rising. Players began each game with 100,000 in tournament chips. Jesse May here with the cowboy Kenna James for this, the first of each player playing 6 games.
Me and you, baby.
And this is the first time we have seen the Devil and Tony
Let's tangle up.
Blind on blind.
Raise
Raise from Tony G.
Automatic raise. Okay, cool. Just put your cards on plus Tony.
Nice flop for Tony G. Flops top pair.
And the Devil might give him some action. He's got an up and down
4,000.
straight draw.
Cool.
Fish looking for a 5 or a 10. Tony saying hold him.
That's a call. Usually fold. What do you need?
Maybe nothing. I might have the best hand now. I'm not sure. That won't count if I needed anything.
No. That was a bad count.
Check. 12,000.
Jeez, it's gone up a little bit, huh?
Oh, the deuce must be good.
Has Tony sussed this out? Does he know his king's good?
I think he does. I think he feels that the fish is calling him probably with second pair
Don't
here.
ask me, I don't know. Nine's good, right?
Nine's good.
If the Devilfish decides to raise here, Kenna, he could hang himself.
Yeah, he could, because I don't think Tony G's going to lay this down. It's.
Cool.
But he flat calls him. He's going to try and make the straight.
Devil going all the way. Needs to hit. Tony, best hand with the Cowboys. Oh, my.
There it is. Unbelievable. Now, I think the fish is going to bet right out and not take the chance.
20,000.
What a
He
card
does.
for the Devil.
20,000.
Did you catch it?
Can I tell you after you call?
Cool.
Show me, says Tony G. A Devil will. The 10 on the river with the straight.
Can I see that hand too, please?
Yep.
Oh.
You bet, and I called. You have to see it. Hold on.
The sheet you raised, move it.
Looking at that hand again, the fish trailing along with the straight draw. Tony G made him pay. Pay he did, and hit he done. Straight, beating the top pair for a biggin. This Premier League format so special. Each player getting 6 games to accrue points in the standings. Even though some are short stacked here, they won't want to go out first. That's worth nothing.
I've defended every time, folks. I just want to let you know that. I have defended every single time.
2,000 is the bet, and Liz picking up a hand of cherries. Wow.
Raise. Raise.
Good.
Defend the game.
7,000 total. Pass.
Spec given. Black's on a short stack and looking a
Pass.
bit
Think about it.
uncomfortable.
Cool.
This is the second time the fish has called a Lieu raise. Both times he's been dominated. Kenna, will that catch up to him?
Well, I think if it is, it's going to catch up to him right here as the flop. Ace 8-5, all diamonds, both players flopping top pair.
10,000. Called.
The fish quickly calling, showing Lieu no respect.
Interesting if a diamond comes, won't it?
Yeah, but you know, I actually think the fish is hoping a diamond will come so that he could make a play at this pot.
It's a bit of a decision here for Liz, isn't it? If she can suss out she's best, she'll press it. If not,
18,000.
She does.
it's gutsy. What's going through the fish's head right now? Looks like he's thinking of raising.
She's about 95 pounds, but she plays like a 300-pound linebacker.
I'm all in.
He's gone all in!
All in.
Unbelievable.
If Liz Lieu calls this, she'll be 79% to win.
Wow. Now she'll take her time.
93 to split her better.
Incredible. Look at the calculation, though. She's not... she's going to take her time and think this hand through.
The Devilfish is asking a massive question here. What kind of hand can she put him on, Kenna?
Well, I think this is the Devilfish's... I think he swam upstream here, and he's trying to push the little lady around. Let's see if it works.
I got him covered, right?
You don't have him covered yet, baby.
You see the Devilfish He's got to know that he's beating this pot and that he's making a move.
Devilfish. I think you're the one that has the king, queen with the king of diamonds.
I've got it. Why would I think you had it?
She can make this raid. Liz is a tough player. I'll be very surprised if she lays this down. She's just trying to search for additional information. You know, this is a key decision, a key pot. You've got an opportunity to knock out one of, if not the toughest player in Europe, the Devilfish.
She's got less than 20 seconds to act now, or her hand will be dead. The Devilfish showing no strength. She said call! What a great call! And the fish is in terrible shape.
I figured Devilfish would
What a gutsy call by Liz Lieu, Kenna James. A 5 or 8 to split the pot, a 4 for the fish to win it. Anything else, and Liz Lieu off and running in this heat.
She's got talent.
What a great flop.
And you heard it right there from Tony G. She's got talent. We go to the river.
An 8 or a 4.
An 8 or a 4. It's a 9. That's it. She gives the Devilfish the hook. She gaffs him.
A little bite.
The fish not out, but he is in terrible trouble. And Kenna, a case perhaps there of Devilfish underestimating his opponent.
Well, did he underestimate her as a poker player or because she was a woman?
Devil, you said just one word too many, I think, to her. She was going to fold.
You're exactly right.
Big name, the Devilfish. He got his nickname when he won his first World Series of Poker bracelet in Vegas. Dave has been around the block.
Baby, we didn't have a split to slide on in the early years. I mean, the house that I lived in was so small, if you forgot your key, you could put your hand down the chimney and open the door from the inside. And the furniture was actually painted on the walls. But anyway, yeah, I mean, there was tough days. I mean, my mum used to send me to the butcher's and say, go get a sheep's head and tell them to leave the legs on. I mean, we were skint, really. But anyway, you know, things have improved. I travel around the world. I stay in the best hotels. I've always got the most beautiful girl on my arm. Limousines everywhere. It's great, you know. I mean, it's the James Bond lifestyle without the bullets.
12 of the best players in the world. It's going to be war. I'm going to rip them apart.
Welcome back to the partypoker.net Premier League Poker. Right now, Liz Lieu's on top, showing the boys the way.
It's nice to get kings.
Just because I ain't got chips, don't be bullying me, you know. I can't help but defend.
Okay.
Raised to 7,000 total. Pass.
You could make an argument that Tony G has been the most conservative player at the table so far. Will he get respect here?
Pass.
Look at how interested Tony G is surveying the action over his shoulder.
So easy.
Yeah, I mean, the Devilfish in a much better spot than he is wont to be from an under-the-gun tight razor, isn't he? But here's the flop to come.
I think the fish will bet no matter what comes. Oh, and if he does...
When I call a raise, she puts like a 10 rag there.
It's not right.
Check.
He doesn't bet.
10,000.
Nice discipline.
Did I have the king of queen of clubs last time, or was it this time? Last time, right?
I don't know. I don't know what he had this time. I know he had it last time.
And I had the king queen of clubs last time. Can't remember what he had this time.
Very easy to see Devilfish going all in and getting in terrible trouble here, isn't Kenna?
That's right, Justin Ray. Especially when you're on the short stack, you have something inside you just pulling at you to say, hey, let's gamble, let's get back to what we had. You know, I mean, I didn't have any chips. What can I do?
I like it over here.
Well, a professional thinks there's always ways out. There's always angles. There's always an alley. Great bet here by Tony G on this flop to bet right out with the top set. Well, this is all or nothing for the fish, I think at this point.
I'll be even money out against a lot of hands here, Tony boy. Even money against a lot of hands. But I don't want to gamble even money, even though I'm getting a bit of odds with this girl dealing. I don't think so.
The Devil's talking himself into
She's
throwing
probably
this
give
away.
you ace of clubs in your hand. And I'll be drawing pretty slim then.
Wow, a great lay down by the fish. Incredible. This is why we're here. This is the type of professional play that we've come to expect from the top players in the world. You saw it right there.
The beauty of this tournament, every place counts in every heat when you're working towards getting into the final, and nobody wants to get the goose egg and get knocked out sixth.
Well, that's a great point Jesse made.
What a wake-up call for Andy Black. Glasses down, bet out. He is in business with the Cowboys.
Pocket kings. It's a card fest out here.
I'm all in.
All in.
All in. Probably all out. Call.
I nearly called.
Quick call.
Well, this looks like the end for the Devilfish. Last level, and he is in a tight spot. Black with the Cowboys, Devilfish all in and trailing severely.
Yeah, he's a 3-to-1 dog as we go to the flop.
It might come, so it can still come.
It might come.
This is where you're supposed to stand up and then get lucky.
Yeah. Now that flop now, giving Devilfish a king or an ace out. The fish standing. It's a king. He's hit the straight. Unbelievable.
No, it'd be a fireball. This is a bit of fireball. Watch. I've seen the movie. This has happened so many times. Let me guess it. 5 of spades, Phil. Are you ready? Oh.
The Devilfish walking away, KJ, sitting back down.
And he put a bad beat on the other guy.
I didn't put any more in it.
He criticized the dealer. He said, I'm going to lose this spot. He got all the moaning in. Poor Andy had to take the bad beat, and he never got a moan in. Devilfish got all the moan in. What happened there?
Done all the moaning and done all the winning.
Sorry, Bob. Sorry, it was you, Bob. I'd have thought it would have been Phil over there with his big mouth. Thank you.
I just called it like it is. Now you're mad at me?
Phil, I don't think you've got a license to tell anybody about moaning at poker, you know? I don't think you have, buddy. And I want more. I was having a bit of fun anyway. I wasn't really moaning. It was fun, you know. I said, fuck.
You don't see me moan when I lose the pot,
I was going out the
ever.
door. I mean, I wasn't kicking my chair. I didn't jump up and kick the door down like I've seen you do before. I didn't call anybody a sucker.
I called a spade, man. I said you got all the moaning in and you won the pot. You know it's true, so you're embarrassed. So now you're defending yourself.
I don't think I was moaning.
Why don't you just say you're right, Phil?
I was just
Play the
leaving.
next hand.
I just said I don't think you can complain about anybody moaning about anything, buddy.
I never cry when I win. I think it's just very unkind, you guys getting in the way of my sadness.
But since you brought it up, Devilfish.
I was quite sad there, and all I'm hearing is you two talking.
But since you came back to say something to me, too, didn't you?
Lines up to 2 and 4,000 now, and I can't get a word in edgewise. All the histories between them are coming out now, and geez, this story's only beginning.
Oh.
All right, friends.
I don't think we have friends up there.
Friends? Friends check. Oh,
let's go.
He's into these threesomes.
Very trappy from Tony G, and 3 nines he's been rewarded with. He'll let Olia try and hang himself here.
Oh my God.
Flush draw now for the
It's getting
fish.
pretty schmaltzy here.
Wow.
6.
Don't say that kind of thing in European
television.
Where's the 14?
On the other side.
Oh, really?
Once again, now Tony G just making almost a minimum raise, allowing the Devilfish to really, for value, to come in here and try and pop off this flush. I think the fish will just call here.
No, I just caught the king. What do you got? You got a 7?
Shakika.
Good question, huh?
Let's have a look. Small one, I think.
Purple banter in spades here.
Trouble if I call and then you're betting it next time. What am I going to do?
Let me take it next on the river.
Call.
He decided to call. Fish needs a club, but not the.
I don't know.
Nothing that pairs, right? The river.
Just don't know the king, is it?
Wow.
Yep.
This is a perfect opportunity, a perfect bluff card
One more king.
from the fish, but does he have enough chips?
Kings are good now.
Does he have enough chips to get Tony G off this hand? That's the key. I don't think so.
He's got about 26,000 there. If he puts it in.
Check.
Check. 6.
What a bet by Tony G.
Absolutely a total milk bet.
Wow.
It's enough to take it if you got 8-10. Might have 8-6. I can't beat 8-10.
He's a master.
Actually, that sort of bet might be that might be what you might have, you know. I know you ain't got an ace to raise.
Tony G playing the surgeon here.
Might be. 10 might be good.
You might have an hand that you couldn't check, right? There's a lot of money in that pot. Damn. I want to call you, man.
Oh, small full.
Small full? What's that all about?
Small one.
Hell, and an ace too. Ace is good. Nice to show off. Well, that small full shit.
Well, there is a small full.
Look at this. Now look at this. It don't raise with ace 9 on the big blind, and he just
No, because
flops
I'm
3
friends.
9s. He flops 3 9s, no problem. You know, boom, boom, boom. And then she turns the king of clubs over to give me the flush draw.
What am I going to do? It's not my fault.
King was the worst card for
Tony G playing that pot like a surgeon, Kenna James. He has made the fish look ordinary. The legendary Tony G. They don't call him the mouth from down under for nothing. If one player at this table is going to explode, my money's on Tony.
When I was in Lithuania, it was still the Soviet era. And Lithuania was occupied by the Soviet Union, and it's pretty tough times, you know. It's basically, you know, a street kid, really. You had to fight and battle, and you know, your life was on the line. It was a crazy period, and I was lucky enough to escape when I went out to Australia. That sort of saved my life, I guess.
You got a 9.
That's the thing with me. You never know what I have.
Bluffy woofy.
Play every hand on its merits. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, we don't. How can we know what you got when you don't know what you got?
Yeah, exactly right.
His club comes. He calls.
9, 9, 7.
He calls.
It was true though, isn't it?
Pass.
I could have bet like 11, which would have hurt him.
Word to use.
No, 11 would have hurt.
In a situation like this. That is a hell of a
No, but
word.
hang on.
Just to fire it in there.
11
Without
would have
even
hurt.
asking for
11 would have really
consultation.
hurt him, and you had to call me.
Fired
6 was
that
like
word in there without even thinking.
6 was like a friendly one. I just called.
Call.
Yeah, my
Thank
friend.
you very much.
Gift your cards.
But you won that. You did win the bad boys of poker.
I did win.
But didn't Mike limp in with 2 kings and you stacked off 450,000 for no reason with
but I
10-8
was-
offsuit?
It would have been even money.
And he
again.
jumped up out of his chair and called you?
So what? But it would have been even money if I had have lost that pot. It would have been even stacks. So I'm
played
pushing
that
to
hand
win.
in too,
I mean, he has to call me. He has to have 2 kings first. I stole
I knew
every
he was
pot.
going to beat you because you pushed
And Tony
I
G,
stole every pot from it.
perhaps disguising the fact that he's limped here
dang it,
with
you're
a big
stealing
hand,
from me.
top pair,
I won't have
and Phil calling along with second pair.
No,
This
no,
could be
but-
big.
I won't.
Just paying
So
it
that's
off.
another one of these. Gosh dang it! It's another one.
Well, one thing I see from Phil is he likes to make that quick instant call to try and shut his opponents down.
It's lower than. Yeah, no,
He doesn't want to shut him down here. He's
He's
turned 2 pair. He's got queens up.
That's why. Is that like saying FC?
All right.
Oh, this pot's going to get big.
Is that cowboy
Yeah, I
for
think
it?
Phil could have got Tony in terrible shape there. G now needs a king, a jack, or an 8.
It's a 7 that fills Phil Hellmuth up. Phil has filled up.
No friends in poker.
How much is it?
33.
There's no way that Tony G can put Phil on a 7 here, is there?
Not much.
Count it.
I don't think so. You know, this is a very tough spot here.
We could see somebody walking.
Yeah, this is a very tough spot here for Tony G.
But you have to make the little girl stretch you over the table like that. You know, unless it's her elbow beating.
Tony G could be the first player out.
I'm going to raise 39,000.
Well, I call.
Uh-oh.
Quick call from G. Runner, 7-7.
Why'd you have to say, oh, you're being smart?
No, you called right away.
Well,
I was thinking,
what do
I
I
didn't
do?
raise you on the turn. I don't know.
When
She
you
gave
got,
it-
you got a full house. That was worse than me asking you what you had, like, right?
Yeah.
Right, Tony?
See you guys.
Am I right or wrong, Tony?
Yeah.
Bad boy booted by the
there was
brat.
18,000 in the pot. We put in 70,000 on the
And we've had our
Tony.
first casualty in the
Tony.
Premier League.
Wow.
Why do you want us to send you 0?
Oh man, and not if he didn't have to take
Thank
enough
God
of
I
a beat in the hand. He's got to take the needle from the fish.
As the Devilfish so rightly pointed out, Tony G gets no points and no money for this first game. Right now, it's the Americans, Phil Hellmuth and Lieu, on top of the pack, while the Devilfish is swimming with the Sharks.
I'm Phil Hellmuth Jr., 10-time world champion of poker. Watch the great players risk it all on the Premier League of Poker.
Welcome back on the table at the partypoker.net Premier League Poker.
Well, I don't think you can study.
I'm a read guy. If I think I have beat, I put my money in. That's how I won all my money.
But I don't think you can study that long with a king jack.
Why can't I? I limped in to set him up. I could have limped in with kings too. I would have gave the same study, same exact time. If I limp with kings, it's going to be the same exact study.
Ace for the fish. Is it all in?
But you never run.
He's only got 22,000.
Oh yeah, he's got.
Well, let me
ace
think
high
about
here.
this. If I
I'm
make
glad
it,
you didn't have king.
if I make it 12,000 to go,
I mean, that's what
I'm gonna stick this in anyway. So. I might as well stick it all in. I'm gonna call a re-raise anyway.
Pass.
Well, he might get a courtesy call from Kirill.
It's a raise of 18,000.
And I'm safe unless Kirill finds 2 kings.
17?
Oh, that's the first word that Kirill has spoken. Questioning how much more. 17?
Well, he's nobody's fool, Kenna.
No, he's not.
Well, I think
The
I got
Scorpion.
The best
One more thousand, I think he might.
And as it turns out, it is
you got to be careful with it.
with the money in the middle. Gerasimov not in bad shape.
No.
40-60 here,
right.
and he has a chance to take the Devilfish out.
Exactly. 3-2 underdog, and you have a shot to take one of the toughest players out that's on your left. That's called implied odds, and I like the call.
Gerasimov trying to take it four-handed. Fish trying to double up.
See me flop in ace, baby, and get it all
Flop,
over
turn, and
with.
river
Not the
to
ace of
come.
clubs.
Here we go.
So far, so good.
Connoisseur's flop.
10-8-5. No help for Kirill. We go to the turn.
They're all sweating for you, Kirill. Don't worry, buddy.
Diamonds. Now that gives Kirill the open-end straight draw as well. It is a jack.
Straight. He's out.
It's straightened out by the Scorpion.
Well played.
And Devilfish will get 1 point and $1,000 for his 5th place finish and be back
Well played.
5 more times. But we are 4 ways now, KJ. Only it all in with the ace-6 and leading till the jack on the river made the run for the Russian. 7, 8, 9, 10 jack, and that is mo money for the rest of them.
It's a long walk back to the green room.
And Kenna, that result not boding well for the fish in this tournament.
I got lucky and unlucky, Natty. So next time I'm just going to try and get lucky. I want to try and get it sorted out.
Hellmuth has been pretty awesome so far. You can't argue with that. He agrees.
Roman.
Roman, I wonder what he's going to say to you 10 years down the road.
Roman. Hail Caesar.
Do you know what Vini
Oh
Vini
my
Vici
goodness!
means?
Is he calling himself Caesar now? I know he's a big fan of Ali.
Say the Vini Vici.
He keeps
Yeah,
saying,
exactly.
"I'm the
Vini
greatest. I'm the
Vici
greatest."
Vici.
Now it's Caesar. Oh my
Actually,
goodness!
it's pronounced Winnie.
Kenna, how will the
That's right, that's
dynamics
actually correct.
The W.
of
My
this
mother
heat
was
change
so-
four-handed?
Where's your
Obviously, the big
House.
money and
Where's your
big
mother?
points
She's
are in the top
table,
2
I mean,
spots.
That's right.
Me, you know, it's
That's an excellent point, Jesse May. The strategy here is to make it into the top 2.
No, she's 12 miles down the road. She's going to come along on Thursday.
Now here we are, back into the action. Kirill coming in with the ace-5, any ace-4-handed. Strong, playable hand, but not when you run into the ace-queen of spades and Phil Hellmuth, who's sitting behind you.
Pass.
Kirill limped here. Can he get away from this? Phil's made it pretty
8
cheap.
more, yeah. 12 in total. Oh.
Kirill happy to peel off the flop.
So when
This
are you
could
gonna
get
teach her how to
tricky.
play?
Oh my
Trouble
goodness.
here for Gerasimov.
Absolutely. This
Your
is the
sister knows how to
danger
play
of not having a
Hey.
kicker with your hand.
Start teaching him.
A quick check and call by Kirill of 8,000. The pot building, it's 44,000 in it now, and now a 5.
highbrow family.
Suddenly, from the cellar to the attic, Kirill turns 2 pair.
It's true.
A lot of that.
Very easy to see Gerasimov stacking off right now.
2 years ago.
Now look at this. Phil Hellmuth knuckles it. Does he sense that his opponent has probably called him on the flop with a weak ace and may have hit his second pair on the turn? Is he that good? I know he thinks he is.
17, huh?
17.
Kirill bets 17,000.
Oh, boy.
It's really levels within levels.
Wow, if Phil gets away from this right here without putting another chip in the pot, I would be amazed.
Is that 30,000 and $5,000 chips or what?
Howard Lederer once said that Phil Hellmuth is the best in the world at reading his opponents if he can get them to talk. But here, that's run into a brick wall here. Gerasimov not giving any verbal.
Looks like the statue of David over there. Might as well get a sonnet from him.
Phil's going to play 20 questions, and Gerasimov's not going to answer any of them.
No, Phil will be talking to himself.
Can you please tell me your... Yeah, thank you, Kirill. Let her count it. That's good.
Oh.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I'll take a look there. Okay, I see.
Oh no, it's more than that.
70, 80,
40, 70,
80,000. God, what did I get myself into here? This is brutal.
Phil's called the 17. Ken, it does seem like he senses some kind of danger.
Yes, he does.
There's a couple split pots out there. That's not one of them. Aces and fives, good. And how much can Gerasimov extract? I think he's gone all in.
Has he moved all in?
And this will be the biggest decision Hellmuth has faced tonight. His reading abilities called into question now.
50, 59.
59,000 bet at Hellmuth. This certainly will put him to the test.
Surely he can't lay this down, Kenna.
He can if he is
40,
the
50,
greatest.
60.
He proclaims himself to be the greatest.
I mean, Liz Lieu won with the sand like it was nothing, man. There's an ace and a king on board, and she just stacked off with her hand like it was nothing, huh? I can only beat ace-jack, I think. He could have ace-jack. It's Kirill.
Sounds like Krull, doesn't it? The television war hero.
When I do all that talking, though, they think I'm weak. So maybe he's actually betting ace-jack? Could he think that's good? How could it be good?
Gerasimov, a Russian stone.
Give him credit.
He passed it!
Good play.
Wow.
That might have been a mistake, that one.
I don't think so. He's supposed to be a great hold'em player. He knows that I have a huge hand.
Yeah, but
unless he just overplayed ace-jack. Why would he bet that much with just ace-jack? That's in America, that would be a bad bet, but we are in Europe.
Oh boy,
this is game on, Kenna.
Ow.
Phil Hellmuth, the original poker brat, since he became the youngest ever world champion in 1989. He's added 9 more bracelets.
I've been very blessed by the universe, and I'm always going to have a ton of money. So then it's about winning the championships. It's about winning the titles. It's about leaving a legacy. Who cares when you die if you have 100 million or 10 million or $1 billion? No one really cares. It's more money to leave to your children, which can be argued as a good or a bad thing, but they know 24 world championships, 7 World Poker Tour titles, 3 premierships, I hope. You add all that together and people say, this is the greatest poker player in history, and that's what I want to be.
None of these top-notch players will be satisfied with a 4th place finish. If they were, they wouldn't be here. This is the creme de la creme. It's an honor to be invited to play.
Seen some big cards dealt out. It looks like a bit of an over-raise
Raised to
here.
19,000 total.
6 plus 13. Last time Liz raised from the button, Kirill gave it back to her.
Look at this. Kirill with the ace queen of clubs. We're going to see some fireworks here, Jesse.
If he re-raises, she might just stick it all in.
Absolutely, but if it holds to form, they've played very defensively. I expect him to flat call here.
In any other game, this would be a cold deck. But Gerasimov, considering his options, he's gone all in.
How much is it? Okay, just much. This 13,000.
And she's got Kirill covered by the factor of about 100.
No.
And,
Call.
yep,
Call.
there she is. She's made the call.
Huge development. Gerasimov needs a queen. He ain't got it.
No.
And Lieu on the verge of being a tremendous chip leader at this stage. Gerasimov going to be walking with only 2 points and $2 grand.
He's going to need a queen. And a queen only now on the river will save him, or he will be out in 4th place. We go to the river.
Long look from Kirill saying, I'm coming back, but it ain't going to be in this heat. Gerasimov out in 4th, and Lieu over half the chips in play right now.
Wow.
What a heat it's been. There's only 3 USA players in this tournament, but this heat getting off to a very American slant.
Red, white, blue, the
I can
colors
talk
of
about it for
the
about an hour if you want.
surrounding the set, the
I never know
white
whether
being
to
the
be the
lights,
short answer, the long answer. I showed it to
and
my
the
dad.
dress of Liz
My dad
Lieu.
said, that'd be a good thing to chuck at people.
There's only one big blind this hand because Gerasimov got knocked out in the big blind last hand. And Black, does he have enough chips to back off this?
Well, I don't think so. 3-handed, King Jack.
There's Queen of Hearts.
It's enough to make a statement.
God, I hate this hand, but I call.
Queen 10.
Phil Hellmuth calls and turns over. I can't quite see. Can you see his hand, Jesse?
I think it's ace queen he announced, which has Black in bad shape. We could be head up in just as many as 2 hands, 4 to 2 and 2. But
Ask if
he
there's
is
anybody in
a
the studio
dog.
that wants to book this hand. Where's Tony G? Tell him I'm willing to take the worst of it here.
Phil trying to get the moan in early.
I'm doing what I criticized Devilfish for. I've got the moaning.
8-5-4.
What I say is turn an ace and end this race.
Black silent. 6
Turn
outs
ace.
to
Oh,
come.
Jack, give me those chips back.
Turn an ace and end this race. Come on, it's over.
Turn a 9 now. Andy
on,
Black
paint.
No paint.
is heat.
No
He's
monkeys.
down to
Paint.
1 card.
No monkeys. Be nice.
It's a king.
Hello.
It is a king. Watch Hellmuth now.
Right, that's it.
Talk
Come on,
about
Ireland.
developments. And
48.
Liz Lieu, she's a bit upset. She probably wouldn't have been unhappy to see this go head up. It would have
48,000.
guaranteed her 3 extra points.
Boy, that's brutal. I can't even get any action.
I'm not going to raise. I have to raise. And have
No,
my
no,
stack.
of course.
There
No,
it
I know.
3-handed now, and interesting stuff because this Premier League format, the real jump in points is from 3rd to 2nd, 3 points to 6th.
It looks like Andy Black may be playing for 2nd place now and letting Phil Hellmuth
Call.
get involved and call. Oh my goodness! There he is. He did get involved.
Hellmuth, I think a bit rattled by Liz Lieu. He's been trying to trap her all night. I think he finally has done it, dominated ace. But the way Hellmuth's pacing right now, he wouldn't be surprised to see a 7 come.
No, yeah, he is pacing in fear, and he has her dominated, a 3-1 favorite. We go to the flop.
Lieu has not moved it in. She is unflappable, but 144,000 in there. 5 to come.
King, 5, ace.
King, good news for Liz. Lots of split pots out there. About 17% worth. Now it's any 3, any 5 for the splitter. 7.
No, it's a 9.
Thank you.
Phil safe.
There you
He's
go.
doubled
You found
up.
the one with your ace queen.
He wanted the trap
Finally.
He wanted to lay the trap. He did.
10, 20.
And this is a significant pot because this will vault him back into second place and leave Andy black. Now,
30, 40.
So Phil put those chips in like.
have you ever seen anybody put chips in the pot like that?
Seems like Phil has sort of climbed himself back up on his horse. It's. Is it Black who needs to make
Right,
the
it's
move
24
here?
in total.
Well,
Has Andy just moved all in?
Yes, he's dominated here. This could be the first mistake he's made, or is it going to come back to haunt him? Will Liz call is the question.
Well, I think so, because he's gone to the well maybe once too often. But now look at this. Phil Hellmuth has got 2 4s. What will he do?
Kind of, this is the danger of Black's strategy, isn't it?
Phil easily gets rid of the 4s.
Black asking a big question, and silently, too. He's gone very quiet.
it's not that much anyway.
He's only 51.
And Liz has made a good call here.
She's made a great call.
What do you got?
King, queen.
Ooh, you got me bad.
That is the story. Liz Lieu has done everything perfect tonight, and if the
Had a
King
pair.
Queen holds, as it's wont to, we will be head up.
There's a good time to get lucky.
There's 166 in here.
Ace, ace, 6. No help so far for Mr. Black.
Not a lot of spilled plots in there, Kenna.
No, sirree. The turn. Another 6.
That's not a good card either.
Well, it's given a couple splits out
that's
there.
all right.
Ace or a 6 for a split. Black needs the jack.
It's a 4.
Hello?
And by dint of a kicker, Andy Black out in third. 3 points, 3,000.
I'm sure she bets.
Good game, guys.
And perhaps sets up for next time.
Nice game.
But what a head up we've got.
Oh, it's going to be a fun heads-up battle between the Brat and the Beauty, Phil Hellmuth and Liz Lieu.
Got 3 points. Really, you want to get first and second in these because there's a big difference between second and third. But at least I didn't get 0 points.
2 players now fighting it out to go top of the Premier League. And looking at the stats, Liz Lieu does have more chips, although she had more, but her opponent, Phil Hellmuth, considers himself the best in the world. Well, the great thing about this event is it has every indication of sorting out who the best of the best is. Big hand here for Liz.
King Jack. Suited.
Cool.
This could be a bit of a trap play. She'd like to get a raise here, wouldn't she? She wouldn't mind it. Not from that hand.
Look at this. Liz Lieu setting the trap perfectly against her opponent, especially if they could see the cards. Queen Jack for Hellmuth. He's out-flopped her.
Check. 18,000.
Well, this is the moment Phil's been waiting for. He's been waiting to trap Liz, saying that she bets every flop. And here it is. He's flopped top pair. He's checked it. And sure enough, she's bet. How will he react?
Given his MO today, don't you think he's more likely to call?
See that? That was a little move there, Jesse. The old cut off the stack and put it back. Little psychological battle going on.
Phil's actually having a real problem here trying to figure out how to make 18,000. And I guess the question for Liz Lieu here is, will her...
Oh, she said pull it in. I thought she said all it.
I'm all in.
Oh, she's moved all in. Phil is
Quick
quickly
call
called.
from Phil, and this is big stuff.
Yep.
Liz Lieu has got outs, but there's not a whole heaping horde of them.
Unbelievable. She has a 10 or a king, though. Still a lot of outs. We go to the turn. It's a 7.
It's a club draw.
And it's a club. So now any club, any 10, any king. Wow. A bevy of outs, a buffet of outs as we call it, for Lieu as we go to the river. It's an ace. Phil Hellmuth doubles up again.
Big double up for Hellmuth. And
100.
He can barely crack his voice to talk. Momentum swing and then some here, Kenna.
The thing that Lieu can do is not only to mentally right herself, but physically right herself by trying to shore up her, take a note from her opponent, her posture,
All in.
or have something going her way. She's moved all in. She has king 4 diamonds on the button. We look down at Phil Hellmuth's cards. He calls.
I think he looked at one and it was an ace.
Two jacks.
2 jacks.
This could be it.
Yep. Lieu using the big sword, and it looks like it's come back to bite her.
It sure does.
She needs a king here, Kenna.
We go to the flop. 10, 8, 3. No help for Lieu. To the turn. It's a 10.
Yeah, it just left 3 cards in the deck. And
Liz is going to need a king. It is not. It's a 5.
Really
Phil
well.
Hellmuth
Should have won it with the queens. Girl.
wins this heat.
Played really well.
I feel really good, actually. Even though I didn't get first, but at least I got second. So that's good.
I had to dig down deep because I knew, and Andy Black knew, that second place was worth twice as many points as third place. So with 3 players left, there's a lot of drama in these things, and I knew I just had to hang in there, continue to play my game, and don't get impatient.
Well, that was action from the Skyway to Stratham. Phil Hellmuth's victory taking him and his 8 points to the top of the leaderboard. Join us next time when the remaining 6 players take their seats here at the Party Poker Premier League Poker.